Japan's F-X Stealth Fighter, often referred to as the Godzilla of the skies, is a testament to the nation's resilience and ambition in the face of history's challenges. Born from the ashes of World War II, Japan was forced to disarm, limited by international treaties, and haunted by the devastation of its past. Yet, decades later, Japan has defied the odds, building a fighter jet that is as advanced as it is powerful. The F-X, a sixth-generation aircraft, represents not only the future warfare, but also a striking symbol of the nation's rebirth. With its cutting-edge stealth technology, advanced radar systems, and AI capabilities, the F-X is designed for dominance in an increasingly volatile world. Unlike previous military projects that relied heavily on foreign technology, Japan has invested in its own ingenuity to create a fighter jet capable of competing with the best, rivaling the U.S. F-22 and F-35 in some areas. The F-XS creation is more than just a technological breakthrough. It is a reflection of Japan's strategic shift, embracing a future where it plays an active role in global defense. The plane's development is not just about power. It's about national pride, a nation reclaiming its place on the world stage. As the F-X takes flight, it becomes a modern-day Godzilla, not a destructive force, but protector of peace and sovereignty, reminding the world that Japan will no longer be underestimated. From a country once bound by the scars of war to a technological powerhouse, Japan has built a fighter that embodies the strength of its spirit. Proof that even in the face of limitations, greatness can emerge. The F-XS rise is a story of transformation, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of innovation, showing that a country's greatest strength lies not in its past, but in its ability to shape its future. The world has been left in awe and shock by Japan's unveiling of the F-X Stealth Fighter, a revolutionary advancement in military aviation that has shaken the global defense community. This unexpected move from a nation historically limited by pacifist constraints is not just about building a fighter jet. It's a strategic declaration to the world that Japan is no longer relying solely on foreign military technology, but is prepared to stand alone with its own cutting-edge innovation. The F-X is a game-changer, combining sixth-generation stealth technology with artificial intelligence, advanced radar systems, and a level of versatility that could redefine modern air combat. This new fighter jet brings Japan to the forefront of defense innovation, positioning it as a formidable force capable of rivaling the most advanced military air power in the world, including the United States F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. What makes the F-X even more remarkable is its integration of manned and unmanned capabilities, allowing it to fly alongside and control drones in combat situations, creating a new level of synergy between human pilots and autonomous machines. This seamless combination of man and machine is one of the reasons why the world is shocked. Japan is not only caught up to, but is leading in a technological race that many believed was solely in the hands of superpowers like the US, Russia, and China. Japan's decision to embark on such a bold project is especially significant given its post-World War II history, where it was restricted by pacifist constitutions and limited defense capabilities. For decades, Japan focused on rebuilding its economy and reputation as a peaceful nation, and its military role was always kept in check. The F-X represents a complete departure from that tradition, a clear indication that Japan is ready to take on a more assertive role in global security. The world is watching as Japan shifts its defense strategy to match the rising threats in the Asia-Pacific region, with China's growing military power and North Korea's erratic missile tests becoming increasingly concerning. Japan's need for advanced defense systems is more pressing than ever, and the F-XS development is a direct response to these challenges. The shock comes not only from technology itself, but from the audacity of Japan's shift in defense policy, and is forcing other global powers to reconsider their own military strategies. The F-XS stealth capabilities, which are superior to anything Japan has previously fielded, give it a strategic advantage in a region where air superiority is critical. The fighter's ability to operate in contested airspace with minimal risk of detection, while simultaneously providing superior electronic warfare and intelligence-gathering capabilities, is a game-changing advantage that shifts the balance of power in the region. Even more surprising is the F-XS combination of offensive and defensive capabilities, allowing to engage in both air-to-air combat and deep strike missions with precision. This versatility gives Japan a level of flexibility and control over its airspace that was previously unattainable. The global shock is further compounded by the fact that the FX represents a significant leap forward in Japan's aerospace capabilities. Japan has long been known for its engineering prowess in other fields, like automotive and electronics, but was often seen as a follower in the defense sector, relying on U.S. technologies and systems for much of its military infrastructure. With the FX, Japan is making a bold statement that it can no longer be viewed as a passive player in global defense. This move is a wake-up call to other nations that may have underestimated Japan's resolve and ability to innovate in the face of challenges. What makes the FX truly revolutionary is not just its advanced technology, but the fact that it is being built entirely by Japan. Unlike previous projects where Japan relied on foreign partnerships and technologies, the FX is a homegrown effort, with Mitsubishi Heavy Industries leading the charge. The shift in Japan's defense strategy reflects a nation that is no longer willing to sit on the sidelines, but is instead taking proactive steps to ensure its security and influence on the global stage. The FX's development is also a sign of Japan's growing partnerships with other countries, particularly the United Kingdom and Italy, who are collaborating with Japan on the Global Combat Air Program, GCAP. This partnership brings together the best minds in defense technology, ensuring that the FX will not only be a technological marvel, but also a key asset in global defense operations. The world shock is not just a reaction to the FX's technological capabilities, but to the larger geopolitical implications of its development. Japan's decision to invest heavily in defense technology, as well as its willingness to build a fighter jet that is independent of foreign influence, signals a major shift in the region's power dynamics. As Japan strengthens its defense capabilities, its influence in global security matters will only grow, and the world's military powers will have to adapt to the reality that Japan is now a key player in the defense industry. In the coming years, we can expect to see the FX in action, proving that Japan's commitment to security is unwavering, and that its technological ingenuity is something to be reckoned with. The shock felt around the world is not just about the jet itself, but about what it represents, a bold, unapologetic vision of the future, where Japan takes its rightful place as a leader in global defense and technological innovation. The FX is more than just a fighter jet. It's a symbol of a nation that refuses to be passive, that is ready to embrace its power, and that is prepared to defend its sovereignty in an increasingly volatile world. Japan's F-X Stealth Fighter is causing ripples throughout the global defense community, not just for its impressive technological advancements, but because it is pushing the boundaries of what is possible in military aviation, rivaling the best that America has to offer. The FX incorporates next-generation stealth technology, designed to be almost undetectable by enemy radar systems, a feature that puts it on par with America's F-22 Raptor, widely regarded as one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world. With its carefully crafted airframe, radar-absorbing materials, and cutting-edge coatings, the FX is poised to dominate the skies, maintaining a strategic advantage in contested airspace. What sets the FX apart, however, is not only its radar-evading capabilities, but its integration of artificial intelligence, which allows it to operate autonomously alongside unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. This human-machine synergy is a leap ahead of the U.S. military's F-35, which also incorporates AI, but without the same level of autonomy and real-time decision-making abilities that Japan's FX possesses. The FX's AI can analyze vast amounts of battlefield data, communicate with drones and other aircraft in real time, and even make split-second decisions during combat, ushering in a new era of autonomous warfare that challenges the traditional role of human pilots. Furthermore, the FX employs state-of-the-art electronic warfare systems that allow it to engage in offensive and defensive tactics against enemy radars, communications, and weaponry. This electronic warfare capability is so advanced that it could potentially neutralize threats from opposing stealth aircraft, disrupting adversaries' operations and providing the FX with an unmatched edge in modern warfare. Its powerful engines and thrust vectoring nozzles allow the FX to achieve remarkable agility, surpassing even the F-35's capabilities in certain combat scenarios. The ability to maneuver in tight spaces, change direction rapidly, and maintain high-speed pursuits give the FX an edge in both dogfighting and deep strike missions. Even more impressive is the FX's versatility, capable of switching between manned and unmanned missions seamlessly, something the U.S. military has been trying to achieve for years but has not fully realized. This adaptability makes the FX an ideal platform for both traditional combat missions and next-generation warfare, where the integration of AI, drones, and advanced communication systems will play a crucial role in shaping the future of military engagement. On top of this, the FX's sensor fusion system is another area where it rivals America's best fighter jets. The fighter incorporates a sophisticated array of sensors, including active electronically scan array, ASA, radar, infrared search and track, IRSD systems, and advanced electro-optical targeting systems, which allow it to track and target enemies with extreme precision. These sensors work together to create a comprehensive picture of the battle space, enabling the pilot to detect threats at long ranges while maintaining situational awareness, even in the most complex combat environments. This sensor fusion technology is on par with that found in the F-22 and F-35, giving the FX the ability to outperform adversary aircraft in a variety of combat situations. Moreover, the FX is equipped with advanced weapon systems, designed to engage both aerial and ground targets with precision. The fighter is capable of carrying a wide array of advanced munitions, including air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground precision-guided bombs, and anti-ship missiles, making it a versatile and lethal platform in multiple combat scenarios. Its internal weapons bays ensure that the FX maintains its stealth profile, minimizing the chances of detection while carrying a significant payload. This feature gives a unique advantage over other fighter jets, including the F-35, which relies on external pylons for some of its munitions, increasing its radar signature and decreasing its stealth capabilities. Another key area where the FX rivals American technology is in its cybersecurity and digital warfare capabilities. The FX is designed to operate in a future battlefield where cyber threats and digital warfare will play an increasingly dominant role. The aircraft's onboard systems are protected by state-of-the-art encryption and cybersecurity measures, allowing to resist hacking and cyber attacks that could cripple older, less secure platforms. As military systems become more interconnected, this digital resilience will be crucial in maintaining control over aircraft and battlefield operations, making the FX a formidable player in the next-generation warfighting environment. The global reaction to Japan's FX is not just about its technological prowess, but also about the shift it represents in global defense dynamics. Japan, long known for relying on U.S. and Western technologies, has now proven that it is capable of developing military systems that rival and, in some cases, surpass what the world's most powerful militaries have to offer. The FX represents a new era of Japanese self-sufficiency in defense, where Japan is no longer just a buyer of foreign technologies, but a leading innovator in military aviation. This shift is not only a shock to the U.S. and other Western powers, but also to countries like China and Russia, who must now reassess Japan's position in the global military balance. For Japan, the FX is more than just a fighter jet. It is a statement of technological mastery and a symbol of the country's renewed focus on its own defense capabilities. It demonstrates Japan's willingness to lead in the face of emerging global threats and shows the world that it is no longer content to be a passive participant in global defense matters. With its advanced stealth, AI integration, electronic warfare capabilities, and cutting-edge sensors, the FX is a fighter jet that rivals America's best and is poised to become a cornerstone of Japan's future defense strategy. As global tensions rise and the future of warfare becomes increasingly digital and autonomous, the FX stands as a shining example of how technological innovation can redefine the way nations approach military superiority, and it sets a new standard for fighter jets in the 21st century. The development of Japan's FX Stealth Fighter represents a groundbreaking evolution in the future of warfare, redefining what modern combat can look like in the coming decades. With technological advancements that combine artificial intelligence, autonomous capabilities, and cutting-edge stealth features, the FX is not just another fighter jet. It is a reimagining of how wars may be fought in the future. As the world shifts towards increasingly complex multi-domain operations, the FX provides a glimpse into the future of air combat, where fighters are no longer simply piloted machines but dynamic, highly adaptable systems integrated into a larger network of unmanned aerial vehicles, satellites, and ground-based assets. Unlike previous generations of fighter jets, the FX is designed to work seamlessly with AI and drones, enabling it to not only engage in traditional combat scenarios, but also perform reconnaissance, intelligence gathering, and electronic warfare with unprecedented precision. This transformation from traditional combat to networked, autonomous operations is what makes the FX a key player in shaping the future of military strategy. In a world where threats are increasingly asymmetric and unpredictable, the ability of the FX to operate independently, without relying on human pilots for every decision, allows it to engage in combat situations where human decision-making speed and agility would be outmatched. For instance, its AI systems can evaluate vast amounts of data, make real-time decisions based on changing battlefield conditions, and deploy countermeasures or strike targets without the need for constant human input, providing a significant advantage in time-critical engagements. Furthermore, the FX's advanced electronic warfare capabilities will be a game-changer, particularly in contested environments where radar, communications, and missile systems are targeted by advanced jamming and spoofing techniques. In these high-intensity scenarios, the FX's ability to disrupt enemy systems while maintaining a stealth profile and operating autonomously could render traditional adversaries' advanced air defense systems ineffective, thus allowing Japan and its allies to dominate the electromagnetic spectrum. The fusion of manned and unmanned capabilities is another facet of future warfare redefined by the FX. As unmanned aerial systems, UAS, grow in importance, the FX is designed to work in tandem with these drones, which will be deployed to gather intelligence, conduct airstrikes, or overwhelm enemy defenses in large swarms. The ability of the FX to control and coordinate multiple drones in real time could alter the dynamics of air warfare by enabling large-scale operations with minimal risk to human lives. The jet's onboard systems would allow it to integrate these unmanned systems into its decision-making process, creating a combined force that leverages the strengths of both human intelligence and artificial intelligence. This shift is particularly critical as the modern battlefield becomes increasingly multidimensional, with cyber, space, and cyber-electromagnetic operations playing a larger role. Japan's FX is positioned as an aircraft capable of operating in these diverse environments, with the ability to quickly adapt to cyber warfare, digital attacks, and space-based threats will be crucial. The FX's advanced cybersecurity features protect it from cyber attacks, allowing it to maintain operational readiness even in the face of adversaries attempting to hack or disrupt its systems. This focus on digital resilience, combined with electronic warfare capabilities, makes the FX a formidable tool in the ongoing digital arms race that will dominate future conflicts. As nations like China and Russia invest heavily in advanced technologies to challenge global security dynamics, the FX offers Japan a unique strategic advantage, enabling it to hold its own against even the most powerful adversaries. The future of warfare will not just be determined by physical assets like jets and soldiers, but by the networks that connect them, and the FX is a perfect embodiment of this new paradigm. Another crucial aspect of future warfare redefined by the FX is its ability to conduct precision strikes with unparalleled accuracy. Using cutting-edge sensors, including active electronically scanned array, AESA, radar, infrared search and track, IRSD systems, and electro-optical targeting systems, the FX can engage both air and ground targets with a level of precision that was once unimaginable. These sensors work in harmony, providing the pilot, or in some cases, the AI, the ability to detect, track, and neutralize threats in real time while avoiding detection from the enemy. This stealth capability, combined with the ability to strike at extreme ranges, gives the FX a distinct advantage over older aircraft, which were often limited in their operational range or ability to remain undetected. Future warfare will increasingly revolve around the concept of force multiplication, where a smaller number of highly advanced network systems can achieve the effects previously produced by much larger, less integrated forces. The FX, with its ability to control a network of drones and work in tandem with other platforms, exemplifies this shift. As military assets become more integrated into digital and cyber-physical ecosystems, the need for adaptable, multi-domain capabilities like those embodied by the FX will become increasingly important. Additionally, the evolution of warfare will rely heavily on real-time data and decision-making across a wide array of platforms, from satellite systems to ground forces. The FX's integration into these networks ensures they can access and respond to intelligence from every corner of the battlefield, allowing it to make real-time decisions based on an integrated picture of the fight. This concept of network-centric warfare is already being tested with the development of the FX, and it is expected to become the standard in future conflicts. In essence, the F-X is more than just an aircraft. It is a symbol of the shifting landscape of military strategy, where future wars will be fought not only with traditional weapons, but through a complex combination of technologies working together to achieve objectives. The F-X's capabilities represent the very nature of modern warfare, highly technological, data-driven, and autonomous. In a future where the lines between cyberspace, outer space, and airspace blur, aircraft like the F-X will be at the forefront of warfare, integrating AI, electronic warfare, autonomous systems, and advanced sensors into one unified combat machine. This transformation will redefine how nations engage in conflict, making wars faster, more complex, and more unpredictable. The F-X, with its unparalleled technology and versatility, is not only setting the stage for future air combat, but also for a new era of global security, where nations will fight not just for control of land, air, or sea, but for control of the information and technologies that power them. The global impact of Japan's F-X Stealth Fighter is far-reaching, with the potential to reshape not only the military landscape, but also the balance of power in global defense and international relations. Japan's decision to develop a fighter jet of this magnitude sends a clear message to the world. It is no longer solely relying on foreign defense technologies, but is now a major player in the realm of cutting-edge military innovation. This move challenges the dominance of established military powers like the United States, Russia, and China, especially in the Asia-Pacific region, where tensions have been rising due to territorial disputes and military posturing. The F-X, with its superior stealth, AI capabilities, and autonomous features, will give Japan a strategic edge, allowing it to project power and influence in ways that were previously unimaginable. Its development also signals a shift in Japan's defense posture, as it becomes more proactive in securing its sovereignty and national interests. This will likely lead to a reevaluation of defense strategies among neighboring countries, particularly China and North Korea, which could perceive Japan's growing military capabilities as a challenge to their own regional ambitions. The global defense industry will also feel the impact as the F-X sets a new standard for the next generation of fighter jets. Countries around the world will closely monitor its performance and may seek to incorporate similar technologies into their own air forces, potentially sparking a new arms race. Moreover, the F-X's advanced technology, particularly its AI and electronic warfare capabilities, could influence how future conflicts are fought, with less reliance on traditional combat strategies and a greater focus on autonomous systems, cyber warfare, and information dominance. In this way, the F-X's impact extends beyond just Japan, influencing global security dynamics and military innovation for years to come.